red shoes.
Your red high heels.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't you know when we were in Spokane, in this one store, they had those high shoes. It was.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw
Okay.
that picture.
Yeah.
No,
But
she wants to know about your red high heels.
That you wore
had
with
to-
Grandpa.
But you had to sneak them.
Yeah.
I had some. I don't know why. We just kept them in the car. I don't know. I just so long time ago.
Where'd you buy them at?
Yeah.
That I don't even remember. So.
Were they pointy toe or were they peep toe?
Oh, they were high heels and well, I didn't really have. They were really pointed, but they were like they have now, only high heels. Yeah, I wore them when I went out with Dad.
But you didn't show your dad them.
I wore them just in the car with, and I don't know what.
How long did they stay on?
Well, they swore they stay on my feet. Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Well, yeah. You are nice.
But where'd you hide them when you weren't wearing them?
Yeah.
Where'd you put them when you weren't wearing them?
In Huey's car.
Or you just kept them in the car and you put them on when you got in the car?
In
Oh,
Huey's
okay.
car.
Okay. And you don't remember who bought you the shoes?
I don't remember where we bought them, but I can't remember
You put
that.
them on in the car
But
so
I
your
know
dad
I
wouldn't
kept
see
them in
them?
the car.
Is that what she said?
In Dad's car, in Grandpa's car. Yeah.
Did they match with all of your outfits?
Probably
must
wouldn't
have.
even have cared. I probably would wear them anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What made you choose red versus black?
I don't know, Emily.
Or pink?
You're asking me these questions, and I don't know. I don't know how that. Can't even remember how that happened. You know, it was a big thing. And of course, when I was off to Washington, and then Susie saw that big high heel, she had to take my picture by that big high heel, that big red one.
What other stuff did you sneak?
You remember seeing that one, Emily?
Yes, I do. But what other stuff did you sneak from your dad?
Huh?
What else did you sneak from your dad?
Oh, I don't know if we snuck anything from my dad. My mother died, when I was 15.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
15? Oh, wow, that's young.
She died, yeah.
Wow, that's really young.
I did not know that. And Ida was older. Ida was older and married, right? At that
Ida
time?
was older, yes. Ida was older, and when Pa come home, Ma had surgery that day, and when Pa come home, I remember Nell and Jack and I went to Avoca. Jack come over and picked up Nell, and they usually had a religion or some kind of a thing because Jack was going to join the church. And they didn't have a meeting that night, but Jack did come up, and he took us to what was the name of that restaurant? At Avoca. And then we stayed there for a little while, and he brought us home, and about 10 o'clock, my dad come home and said my mother was gone.
Where were you at?
Downstairs. We were home.
Oh, you were home?
Yeah.
But where was she at?
My mother in
Yeah.
the hospital.
Oh, in the hospital.
Yeah.
What did she have surgery on?
She had abdominal surgery, and there was also, didn't hear that right away, but afterwards we found out that she did have cancer, so, yeah. Did not know she was, I knew she was gonna go in the hospital. She went in the night before.
And had abdominal surgery.
You always,
surgery.
years ago, when you had surgery, you went to the hospital the night before.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was the surgery on? Like an exploratory surgery, or was
No,
more
it was
on?
surgery. Yeah, it wasn't an exploratory surgery. She had a abdominal tumor and found out that it was cancer.
Oh, okay.
But she died. She didn't die of that. She died of a blood clot. And see, years and years ago, they were.
You didn't know that was.
Yeah. And Slayton Hospital was just a little, you know, it wasn't a very big hospital, so.
So she had the surgery one day, and then how long before she died?
That night.
Oh, she died that night after the surgery?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Who was that?
Her mom.
And then when Pa come home, we all got in the car and went to Ida and Barney's. And Ida thought, she thought when everybody was crying, and she thought, Ida said, I thought there was a bunch of kids you kids coming in laughing, and well, he wasn't laughing, we were all crying. Because they were in bed, by that time we was in bed, so. Then we went over to my Aunt Lenny's and told my aunt, that was my mother's sister. We went and Aunt Lenny come home with us, then stayed with us then.
Because you were 15. How old was Nell?
Nell was 5 years older than me.
She was 20.
Okay, so she was 20. And then what about Curly? How old was Curly?
Curly was a couple years younger than me.
Wasn't Ida the oldest?
Yeah.
And how old was she?
Ida?
How old was Ida when your mom died?
Let's see, I was 15, Ida's 10 years older than me.
Oh,
So
so
she
Wow.
was 25, 45.
She was pregnant.
I didn't realize she was that much older than you, Ida.
She's 10 years older than me. Nell was
Wow.
5 years older than me.
Yeah, I knew that, and Curly was under you, right?
Curly was under me.
3
Yeah.
years under her.
But I did not know Ida was that much older.
Ida was
I was
the
thinking
oldest.
like it was 7 or 8, not 10. Wow,
No, she
that's a
was the
lot.
oldest. Ida
That's a
was
lot.
the oldest.
That's a lot.
And Buck. Then Buck come, then Nell, then Joe, then me, and Curly.
And didn't Buck die before Ida? Buck died before Ida, right?
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, Buck
yes,
died before
yes,
Ida.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of, we gotta call Sis this week.
Grandpa died before Buck did. So, yeah.
So it was just you and Curly at the house, still
Mhm.
at the house, or
Well, Aunt Lenny come and stayed with us for a while.
So then who took care of you then? You and Curly?
Yeah. Ida?
Oh, no, we just took care of ourselves. Like I say, Aunt Lenny come and stayed with us. And Nell was there. Yeah. Nell was
I
there.
found that anti-nausea medicine that was behind the.
Aunt Lenny
there.
come
I found that
to stay
anti-nausea
with
medicine
us.
that was
Yeah.
behind that thing.
Aunt Lenny come and talk. Pa wanted us to learn how to make bread. So I can remember Aunt Lenny teaching us how to make bread one day. I know.
Make what?
Bread.
Making
Well,
bread. Well,
What happened that day?
that
Was it fun?
That was a bread, you know, you made bread on a big bowl like this, yeah. Aunt Lenny come and taught us, yeah. It was my sister, yeah.
Special bread?
No, just plain old bread, just plain white bread.
Plain white bread.
What else did she teach you how to make?
Yeah.
I know your mom taught you how to make a lot of stuff, but did
Did Lenny make?
Lenny come in and help you learn to do stuff at the house? Or did you know most of it already at that time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had to work. Nell and I, we had a great big kitchen, and Nell and I, when we scrubbed the floor, Nell took half and I took the other half, and we scrubbed the kitchen floor. And we had the separator, the milk separator. We had to wash that every morning.
You had to
that
milk
was on
cows?
the back porch, and
Did you have to milk your own cows?
Nell and I, when it was harvest time, because Pa had a thrashing machine, and the neighbors come over to help, and Nell and I would have to do the chores. And I kid you not, we had 18 cows, and Nell and I had to go milk them cows. Yes, we did.
Now they have machines.
All in one day?
All in one day?
Yeah.
Every day they need to be milked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now they have machines, you know.
Yeah.
No. We didn't have machines.
No, I know, but now they do.
How long would it take you to milk one cow?
Not very long.
They just got 9 and every day?
So if
Yeah,
there was
we
18,
had to-
you did.
we had to
18
take
curly
care of
chickens.
the- We had to take care of the
9.
pigs. We had to slop the hogs.
Nine.
We had-
Slap the hogs?
Did you just say
We had-
slap?
yeah.
Like hogs?
Slap the hogs?
What do we
No,
do?
slap them.
Slap.
Mix up food for.
Oh, I think you said slap them. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing
No,
with the
slap.
hogs?
We had to stop
That's a
them.
new
We
one.
had to feed them. We had to do that when the plow was doing,
That's what I
when they had the,
trying to figure it out.
yeah. Cause he had the thresher machine and, you know, he'd go around to other farms and he'd have to, you know, help them do their harvesting.
Didn't you also kill chickens?
No, I didn't never kill chickens.
You had to clean chickens
You had to
though.
clean-
You had to clean
You
them.
asked Jim and Lori one time.
You had to clean them though.
Jim and Lori did. I think instead of Jim and Lori, we were gonna cut, they knew we were gonna have chicken. And Jim and Lori caught the old hens, and instead of cutting their head off, they cut the legs off. Well, Jim, oh, Jim,
Just to see that I couldn't go anywhere? Couldn't run from you?
That's so mean.
Jim, they were little kids.
Well, I don't care, that's still mean.
Well, I know, they were supposed to.
Yeah, those poor
and you
babies,
don't-
they felt that.
And you don't kill old hens.
No,
We
no,
would
no.
want spring chickens.
Yeah.
But Jim and Lori chopped off their
I
legs.
bet Pa didn't like that, did he?
Huh?
I bet Pa didn't like that.
We had to, they had to kill them because they
Yeah,
didn't
of
have
course.
their legs.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Jim.
we were going to have a spring chickens, you know, like. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie wants to know, did you have,
I'll never forget that time too. I remember that just as plain as day.
did you have sheep? Charlie wants to know if you had any
We
sheep.
didn't have a sheep.
No sheep, Charlie.
Horses?
Yeah, we had horses.
Did you ever ride horses?
Yeah. I
Oh.
did.
There's one picture I think of it.
She told me this morning she had a dog named Shep. It was a shepherd, German shepherd.
Oh, Shep, we had a dog named Shep, and one named Lottie. Lottie was a cocker spaniel. Yeah.
I don't think she had a cat. They didn't have a cat.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like farm cats.
Wild cats.
They probably had bunnies on the farm, and they probably had cats on the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this book from Karen Schuwaller from, oh my gosh, it was the most, I read a couple of her books. Funniest, grew up on a farm like I did.
Her husband is the KCU, the.
No, that's not her husband.
A brother or something? Brother,
That's
yes, the
probably
same thing.
relation, but
Yeah,
that's not
it is, 'cause he's
her
the
husband, because her
commentator.
husband is a farmer.
Oh, okay.
And I had, they was the most funniest books I couldn't even put down. I laughed so hard, it was unreal. Because I thought, it's just the way we grew up.
Did you?